Hello and welcome to Impact Africa, our online TV program where we get to have conversations with diverse people and organizations who are impacting lives positively. My name is Dr. Kemi Akiode Adebayo, also known as Mama K, and in today's program we're going to be hearing a beautiful story shared with us by a brother. Yes, I told you I have brothers from everywhere. Mr. Blessing Yawo, who is a serial entrepreneur and the CEO founder of Ubuntu Nations Cup, based there in Cape Town, South Africa. And we are at one of the places where they actually practice regularly and they support them. So, my dear brother Blessing, you're welcome to Impact Africa.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure having you. Tell us, I know Yawo, where is that name from?
It's from Ghana,
okay.
From the Volta Region. I was born in Accra, but originally from the Volta Region. You know, Volta is actually one of the regions, you know, on the, let's say, like in terms of the countries or the towns.
Okay,
you know.
in Ghana.
Yes, the regions, okay. Yes. So it's basically like here you have your Western Cape, the Western Cape, you know, KwaZulu Natal and all those stuff, yes.
So what language do you speak in the Volta?
I speak Ewe.
Ewe, oh.
So the spelling is E-W-E.
Yeah, I know
okay.
Ewe.
Yes.
I've never heard anything in Ewe. Okay. I know Chui.
Yeah.
Chui, yes. You know, when you want to say thank you,
yeah,
is Midasi.
Midasi.
So how do you say in Ewe?
Ewe Madakbano.
Oh, Madakbano. Okay. Yes. So you were born in Accra?
Yes.
Family growing up? Parents, siblings?
Yes. I've got a sister. It's just the two of us.
Okay.
My dad is late now. I lost him in 2020. So rest in peace.
Amen.
My mom is still there. So yes, my sister is still based in Accra.
Is that your younger or older?
Yes, my younger sister.
Okay.
My younger sister.
So you are the eldest.
Yes, I'm the eldest.
It's not easy being firstborn. I'm a firstborn, yes, so I can relate.
It's not easy at all.
So tell us about life in Accra and where did you school?
Yes. I actually went to a primary school in Accra called Bethel Primary, okay. In Accra, but my secondary school was in a different region or a different town called Winneba. It's based in the Central Region, in Central Region basically in Ghana. It's about 2 hours drive from Accra.
Okay.
Okay, so that's where I went to my secondary school. Yeah.
Okay, and after secondary school?
Yes, after secondary school, I did my, basically it was more like a diploma course in sports.
Okay.
Sports management. And from there, I work a bit, you know, at airports, you know, Ghana International Airport. My dad used to work there. So
it's called
Kotoka International Airport. Yes. Okay. So I worked there a bit. They have a restaurant. So my role there was a drink controller. So making sure that, you know, making sure that we do have drinks, you know, for customers, you know. So that was the task that I was playing.
And I think you have a little bit of background as well in visual art.
Yes.
Tell us,
visual art is actually what I studied, you know, when I went to secondary school.
Okay.
We were the second batch of the SSS, you know, which is the junior secondary school.
Yes,
So yes, I did that for 4 years.
Okay,
yes,
wow. Yeah. So sports management,
yes,
drinks controller,
yes,
visual art. Yes. When and why did you come to South Africa?
I came to South Africa basically almost 2 decades ago.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, it's just that economic, you know, freedom, you know, and beside that also things were a bit different, you know. I love people. I love, you know, engaging, imparting people positively, you know. So one of the reasons when I got here, football actually drove me here, to be honest with you. Okay. You know, because I wanted to be a professional football player.
Right.
I played for my school. I played for a team called Golden Tulip back home, which is in Accra. Okay, so football has always been my life. That's what keeps me going, you know.
What do you play when you play football?
In terms of
what number? Forward,
oh yes,
back,
yes.
striker.
Okay, yes. So I'm a utility player. You can you can call it that way.
Okay.
When I was in school, I used to play as a left back.
Okay.
Okay.
Utility player. I haven't heard that one.
Yes, utility player. You're comfortable of playing any position.
Ah, okay.
You know, so back home when I was playing for Golden Tulip, I was a striker. Right. You know, and when I came here, I was more like a holding midfielder.
Okay.
So you know, like in a lame term, they say the engine room of the team. So you dictate the play. You know, yeah.
I see.
Yes.
Before I go more into football, because we're going to talk more about that. Tell us about the Ghanaian culture, you know, in terms of, we already spoke about your languages, because I'm sure you have more, but English is the main official language. Yes. And then you have others like Twi Ewe,
Gan, Fanti, Adan. Wow. We've got 10 official, which I speak 10. I speak 7 out of the 10. Yes. You
speak 7? Yes. Is that common in Ghana?
I mean, look, it's not common, but because of my football, like I said, I love people. So I get along, I meet with people, and also the gift of learning languages. You know,
I think that's what it is.
Yes,
that's what it is.
Yes.
So food-wise, don't speak about jollof rice. That's Nigeria, Ghana.
You know, we know we are in control.
If not, we're going to have a battle here.
Yeah. Look, I love jollof, but my favorite food is banku and okra soup.
Okay.
But when I moved to South Africa, I think I've tend to love rice more. My favorite food right now, if you may ask, it's rice. You know,
is it?
I don't mind eating
any
rice.
Form of rice.
Exactly, and I don't mind eating rice 3 times a day. I'm fine with it.
So, in terms of names, because I know your name is Blessing.
Yes.
And Yawo, does it have a meaning? And my next question is, most Ghanaians I know, but I don't know whether it's a tribe thing, you know, they are named after the day they're born.
Yes.
So is it something as well for you? And
Yes. So I was born on Thursday.
Okay. A Thursday child.
Yes, a Thursday child. Yawo, some spell it Y-A-O, some spell it Y-A-W. Okay, so it depending on which tribe. Okay,
but yours is Y-A-W-O.
Yes, no, that's the surname. Okay, so Y-A-W is just the spelling of Yawo. Okay, so
a Thursday child.
Yes, a Thursday child.
Okay.
Yes, a Thursday child. So if you're born on Friday, your name is Kofi. You're born on Saturday, your name is Kwame. You're born on Sunday, your name is Kwesi. You're born on Tuesday, you know, it's Kweku. You know, so it goes on like that.
And for the female, I know Ajua.
Yes, Ajua is Monday. Ekuya is Tuesday. Abina, you know, Wednesday. Efia is Friday. Yawa is Thursday.
So Yawo and Yawa.
Yes.
I see. I'm seeing the difference. Because I think I was a Thursday child, but I can't remember now.
Exactly. So Yawa is your
so I'll probably be Yawa.
Exactly. And Akosia is on Sunday.
I see. Interesting.
Yes.
So, and I know, you know, for Ghanaians, yours is a maternal kind of, how will I put it? It's more about maternal, about your mother's country or states, you know, where you take after your mother's.
Exactly. Because Ghana, my mom and dad actually went to the same high school.
Okay.
They were both very active in sports, and that's how you're
born into it.
Exactly. So yeah, you know, and my grandmom, you know, it's from Adan, you know, which is also not far from Accra.
Right.
Okay. My grandfather is from Akachibata, which is my father's side.
Okay.
Okay. My father's mom is from a small town called Mepe, which is also close to Adan. Okay. So my grandmom, which is my mother's side, you know, is from Adan.
Okay.
And my grandfather from my mother's side is is from the same town where my dad's grandmom. Okay, so I grew up speaking Adan and Ewe at home, you know, but the other language is just the community and how, you know, the people that I've met in life, you know, that's how I learned the other languages.
Wow. So let me come now to football, because I know we're going to stop shortly for a break.
Yeah.
Ubuntu Nations Cup.
Yes.
How and when did you start that, and why? Why did you start that?
Look, to me, I believe where there is football, there is peace, there is love, and there is joy. Okay, and when some of us got here, it wasn't easy compared to now. Okay, xenophobia, you know, was at its highest point. You know, there was discrimination. You know, and to me, football, it's more than just a sport. You know, it speaks volumes. You know, I mean, when I got here, I didn't understand the language, but I was able to play football with people, you know, that we don't speak the same language. You know, but
so it helps break barriers.
Exactly. You understand what I'm saying? So I love the game so much, and you know, we used to like play communities like every Sundays. You know, you have different communities. We come together and play football. So I'm like, okay, so why don't you rather have kind of like a tournament that brings us together? Okay. You know, so we gave birth to Ubuntu Nations Cup, you know, back in 2013. Okay. We started at UCT. It was between Ghana and Nigeria.
I knew you were going to say Ghana and Nigeria.
Ghana,
you brought that here to South Africa.
Exactly.
Okay, no,
you know,
we're brothers and sisters.
Yeah, you know,
okay.
Yeah. So it was Ghana, Nigeria, Congo, and Burundi. That's how we started. So it was 4 teams, you know. We went on, you know, even at some stage we were having 32 teams. You know, so when I mean teams, basically these teams are representing their communities in Cape Town. You talk of your Uganda, you talk of your Burundi, Congo, Angola, Somalia. You know, that's how, you know, Ubuntu Nations Cup is all about. And the word Ubuntu means unity. You know, so that's how we actually, the name came about. So we were trying to bring unity among ourselves, you know, and yeah.
So what are you mostly proud of with the achievement for the football?
Yes, to me, to see people coming together, you know, playing football, loving each other, you know, and also in terms of cultural, you know, exposure, you know, I mean, a Zimbabwean now will feel comfortable, you know, getting to know the culture from Ghana, getting to know the culture from Zimbabwe, you know, and as much as our brothers and sisters also, you know, from South Africa, you know, they all know, you know, what Nigerians are, what type of clothes they wear. They see a Ghanaian, okay, wearing your Ashanti Kente, they understand, okay, fine, this is a traditional attire from Ghana. So these are all, you know, it's all inclusive, you know. Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Because we're running out of time for the first segment. We'll be right back. So, my dear brother, we were talking earlier about your journey from Accra. Well, being born in Accra, though you're from the upper Volta region.
Yeah, Volta region.
You speak Ewe. Yes. And you've moved, you know, you moved to South Africa about 2 decades ago. Yeah. You know, your love for football probably, you know, brought you here. You have background in sports management, in visual art as well. So with this Ubuntu Nations Cup, and you were telling us about the fact that the what you try and achieve in terms of love, peace, unity for all the teams that participate, and educating each other about each other's culture. So when do you guys normally have your tournament, and can anybody come and join, or how does it work?
Okay, so it's normally happens in summer. Okay, but there are times where we also have like a mini tournament for African Day celebration.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so to us, I mean, we are Africans, you know, so if African Day, you know, it's also just a right, you know, platform for us to come together, you know, have a tournament and celebrate it. You know, people dress in their, you know, different attires, you know, and let's celebrate Africa.
And where is that normally? Is it at the University of Cape Town as well?
Yes.
Okay.
At UCT, that's where we've hosted all our, you know, tournaments, you know, since its inception.
And I said, can anyone join, or how?
Yes, anyone can join, because I mean, when we started, there was no restriction. You know, it's open. If you have a team, for example, there are times where we've had 2 teams from South Africa. You know, one was coming from Rondebosch, the other one from Langa. Okay. You know, so yeah, and other years some are coming from Kailicha. You know, so yeah,
it's open to everyone.
It is open. Yes.
Okay, so we will be sharing your details, obviously. So if people want to find out more, you know, about how to join. Let's move away now from football, because I mentioned at the beginning that you're a serial entrepreneur. So you, through your visual arts, you make tie-dye, you make. Tell us about your entrepreneur side of things. Okay, so
I think it's an inborn thing. You know? I think it's an inborn thing. I remember when I was growing up, I actually went to a boarding school. So sometimes I would use my pocket money, you know, go and buy clothes, you know, go and sell it to my seniors at school, you know. So when I moved down here, at some point I was also running a salon. Okay. So I used to run a salon, which I did for like 7 years. Okay. So so I used to manufacture hair products. Okay. You know? So I wasn't longer owning the salon.
Hair product, I guess, for black women.
Yes, exactly. So it helps.
Oh, is it for black men as well?
Black men as well.
Okay.
You know, so it helps the hair to grow. You know, it prevents dandruff. You know, keep your hair as, you know, very moisturous. And yeah, so which is something that I started in 2015. Okay. You know, I started that in 2015. I used to travel to the Eastern Cape, you know, most of my clients are there. So I used to sell, you know, like it's almost every month, you know, and I take products from here, travel to the Eastern Cape, move salon to salons, you know, and yeah.
Wow. And then the tie-dye batik side?
Yes, the batik side, like I said, it's something that I studied way back in school, you know, in high school. So when I came here, you know, that passion kind of like died, you know. But 2020, you know, it was really a wake-up call, you know. During COVID, we were all locked up, you know, at homes, you know. So it was, you know, just God says, you know, why don't you go back to this? Because I mean, you still have this in you. So that's how the passion came about. So 2020, I started my tie and dye business. Yes.
So you're still doing all this?
Yes, I still do that.
Okay, we will be sharing his details. He's a serial entrepreneur. I don't want to even ask more questions, because there might be more, you know, as well that you do. Let me now go on to, for you, what are the 3 things that you value most in life for you?
What I value most in life is family, and respect and the love of God. These are the 3 things. To me, if you have this, you will never go wrong. Right. You know, you'll never go wrong.
Awesome. So what motivates you as well? I'm assuming probably family and love of God, you know, as well. But what keeps you going? Why do you keep doing the Ubuntu Nations Cup, you know, every year, you know, even though most of what you're doing, you know, I guess that you self-fund and rely on others. It's not about making money, but about sharing love amongst you. What motivates you?
I think the motivation, I would say, it's love. Okay, the motivation is love. I love seeing people playing football. Like I said, where there's football, there's laughter, there's joy, there's happiness, you know. So that's what keeps me going. And to see people appreciating, you know, lifting trophies, being happy, you know, sharing their testimonies in terms of, you know, the joy that, you know, like, so that's, to me, that's basically it. That's yes.
So now I want to ask you, because you've had your journey from Accra to Cape Town and obviously other parts of South Africa, what are some of the lessons you have learned over the years that you would love to share with your younger self, you know, maybe 15-year-old Blessing back in Accra or somewhere else in Ghana? What are some of the lessons that you would love to share?
Yes, to something that I would like to share with the young ones out there is to respect your elders and also to take life very seriously. One thing is that peer pressure, you know, also something that, you know, drives us into wrong crowd. And yeah, you know, and also to take advice, you know. Advice means not anyhow advice, but, you know, something that will impact your life, you know. So to me, the most important thing is you hang out with people who impact your life, who are going to drive you into your destiny in terms of your dreams, achieving your dreams, you know. I mean, look, the modern life right now, it's compared to when we were growing up, things have changed, you know. The media, social media right now have actually caught people on guard, you know. But the most importantly is to stay focused, you know, is to stay focused and continue, never give up. Never give up, because life has a way of throwing things at you, you know, but you just have to stand firm. And like I said, you know, you need to be passionate, you know, to God as well, you know. You need to believe in Him, because once you do that and you give Him your life, you'll be able to achieve anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll stop for another quick break and we'll be right back. Okay, so before we went on the break there, we were talking about life tips, you know, for young ones, and I loved, you know, all those nuggets you gave. Respect for elders, staying focused, never giving up, passionate, you know, to God and believing in Him. So I want to ask for you now, what is your definition of success? What does success mean to you? And at the same time, what does being a leader, because I know, you know, you're passionate about God and you do a lot of work in church, because I know that. So what does leadership mean, you know, for you, you know, as a person?
Okay. Look, to me, when it comes to success, has so many definitions. You know, someone will see, let's say, buying a car as a success. You know, completing a degree is a success, you know. But my success to me is, you know, accomplishing your dreams. Okay, that's success. And when it comes to leadership, the key thing is leadership is not about power. Leadership is to serve. Okay, so right. to be a leader, you need to set good examples. You need to be able to be a good listener, you know, listening to people, and also having love for people, because once you have this, it actually makes it easy for you to relate or, you know, deal with people, because trust me, we humans, you know, like it's the most difficult thing you can ever do is bringing people together. So you need to have that tolerance, you know, and you know the the mind and that soft heart to say, you know what, you don't judge easily, you know, listen to people, you know, because maybe you assume, you know, or you expect them to do something, but they do it the wrong way. Okay, but you know, you need to have that mindset now to say, okay, fine, what happened here? Because maybe the way you think is not the way they think. Correct. You understand? So you need to put all this into consideration. But you know, most importantly, I think is, you know, leadership is about serving, is to serve. Okay, yeah.
And I liked how you touched on obviously the essential personal qualities, you know, a good leader should have, which is, like you said, the listening and being in touch, you know, with reality, you know, with people. Now I've got my last question, which is basically about social issues, which, you know, we're all aware of, you know, that it's a problem in our society, you know, whether in South Africa, in Ghana, and other places around Africa, from unemployment to poverty to teenage pregnancy and a lot of other, you know, social issues. For you, what social issue are you passionate, you know, about, that you would love more to be done about it, even though you might not be doing anything about it? And what are the solutions to that particular social issue? Yeah,
to me, crime and poverty, you know, moves, you know, like they work hand in hand. Why am I saying this? Because you know, there's a reason why people do crime. You know, they do that for a reason, knowing that, okay, fine, maybe the prime aim there is to make money. Okay, so it also starts from the upbringing. Okay, it starts from the upbringing and also education, because if you are being educated, you know, it gives you a platform, you know, to see things differently, you know, to see things differently. And I also think in our leaders as well need to engage more with the youth, you know, we need to engage more with the youth, and also to parents as well, you know, because I believe, you know, those who do crimes come from a home. Yes. You know, they come from homes. Those homes, you know, are in societies. The society now grow into, you know, so we you know, we all need to work hand in hand, you know, because they said it takes a village, you know, to raise a child. Correct. You know, so to tackle those issues, it's not a one-person job. Right. You know, because, for example, you have parents are the single moms, you know, who are raising a child, you know, this parent need to provide, you know, they are at work, you know, trying to make, you know, ends meet. Yes. This kid is being exposed, you know, so, you know, peer pressure, getting involved into different crowd, and leads to, you know, to bad behavior. I've got a child, you know, a girl who is turning 15 actually next month. Okay. And you know, and I always feel, you know, God, how am I going to do, you know, if I should see my daughter pregnant at this age, you know, not able to continue her studies and everything. So I think it starts from home. Right. You know, parents need to come on board, you know, community leaders need to come on board, you know, and also we live in communities these days that we don't really, it's you know, our mindset are narrow, you know, onto our personal achievement. Right. Only. We don't really stretch hands to know what the neighbor is going through. We don't really stretch hands to know what you know, the next person is thinking. But if we all work together, you know, I believe we can have all these challenges tackled, because I mean, especially Africa, it's very common, you know. Yes. It doesn't mean other continent doesn't have these challenges, you know, but the approach is different. The approach is different, because if a child is sitting idle and not doing anything, okay, the chances of them getting involved into crime is very high, because they see that as the only way to get out of their problem.
Powerful words there. Powerful, and simple, you know, tips as well in terms of solution. I celebrate you, Mr. Blessing Yawo.
Thank you.
Yawo, born on Thursday as well. Well done for all you're doing with Ubuntu Nations Cup and all your other projects, be it from selling hair food, which is helping, you know, impact lives, because most women, our hair, black women especially, our hair is something we, you know, are particular about. So if we now see our hair growing, you're putting a smile on somebody's face. So thank you for impacting lives in various ways, even through what we wear, the tie and dye, you know, that you sell. Thank you for bringing culture and others, you know, into what you know you're about, and sharing, you know, your dream, which I believe is your dream, and especially through the football as well. So I hope, you know, more will be, you know, achieved, you know, as you continue to progress, and God that you serve will continue to lift you up and to use you for generations to come.
Thank you.
So we celebrate you, we honor you, we see you.
Thank you.
And thank you for impacting lives.
Thank you.
So in closing, we do this to all our guests. You can get away with it. We'll love you to give words of encouragement. I know there's been a lot we've said there already, but we want you to directly give words of encouragement to any particular grouping of people you want to, youth, old people, Ghanaians, South Africans, your Ubuntu teams, anybody you want to speak directly to. We'll love you to do that.
I think what I would like to put out there is most importantly, love. You know, let love lead. We need to love one another, have tolerance for each other, and let's do the right thing.
Sweet and sharp. I love that. Let's do the right thing. Let love lead. Well, that's all we've got time for today on this edition of Impact Africa, and we can't wait for you to be back next time. Thank you again to our dear brother, Mr. Blessing Yawo, who is the founder, CEO for Ubuntu Nations Cup, and a serial entrepreneur doing amazing things in South Africa. Thank you till next time. This is Mama K saying, stay safe, stay blessed. God bless you. Love you all.
Thank you.
How do you say bye-bye in Ewe?
Bye-bye.
Is it just bye-bye?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
Miagadogo.
Okay.
Miagadogo.
Miagadogo. Okay.